Hello and welcome to the monthly review for July. Thank you to our friends here at Hackett's once again. You can now add a great breakfast to the list of treats that I mentioned last month. We've now reviewed the property price index for the first half of this year, and today I'd also love to share the first few frames of Witney from the sky. But first, let's have a quick look at how the property market is behaving in Witney and the surrounding villages. Total stock numbers will confirm what most of you have already guessed. The shortage of stock continues, with just 29 additional properties on the market today compared with January, meaning that there's been no real spring-summer surge in listings at all. The sold rate, as you can see, has remained pretty consistent at around 50%. In fact, these numbers all look very stable across the board, which of course is great news if you're thinking of moving. If we look at the stats over the last 3 years, you can start to see that we have come from an environment that has historically had about 500 properties on the market altogether, with around a third of those under offer, to a time today where we now only have around 400 for sale, with about half of them under offer. So what does this mean to you? Well, the market doesn't seem to be doing home hunters any favours, and there's no sign of any change on the horizon. So if a change in market conditions doesn't look likely, estate agents are just going to have to change what they are doing to create more opportunities. There are several things that proactive estate agents can do to help those that really want to move but perhaps can't find somewhere to go. And if you'd like to talk these through, then do get in touch. The popularity of village homes is on the up this year, and now for the first time in over 2 years enjoy the same sold rate as Witney Town at around 49%. The majority of that improvement coming to us perhaps over the last 2 or 3 months or so. The market average speed of sale, that's the number of weeks a property is on Rightmove until it changes to sold, slows again for the second month in a row to now just over 12 weeks, with the Breckon rate staying ahead of the pack slightly at just under 7 weeks. Meanwhile, the number of price reductions seen across the market again increases this month from 55 last month to 61. So what is all this doing to prices? Well, at the beginning of the year I thought a rise of around 5% was on the cards, and the price data that we've gathered each month seems to support this. Here we can see that all property types have seen an increase in the first 6 months of 2015, with the smaller properties generally seeing the greatest rise in percentage terms, but in comparison to last year, a more modest and sustainable picture across the board. The villages don't seem to have risen quite as much as Witney in the first half of the year, but the signs are that could all be about to change in the second half of this year. In summary then, we're currently enjoying stable market conditions, but a time that could prove challenging not only to find somewhere to buy, but also to get the best price for your existing property. I'll be away from the business now for a short while on my annual holiday, but if you are thinking of moving, do call the office where one of my team will be ready to help you. What a great team. Finally, as most of you know, we are putting together a series of short location-specific films to help our clients get the best price for their homes by selling the benefits of the area as well as the benefits for the property. The first video will be ready to release in September and talks all about Deer Park. To give you a taster of how amazing our town and countryside really is, you do need to see it from the sky. So for now, thanks for watching. Enjoy the first few clips of Witney from the sky.